The mental gymnastics that people have to do in order to try to justify the terrible writing on this freaking show. It's insane. I've said it before. I hope they're not hurting their necks and back with all the mental gymnastics. So, Rings of Power. I should just show it. Keep in mind, this is Elrond and Galadriel. If you know, you know. If you don't know, so not only are Galadriel and Elrond kind of like distant cousins, uh, that's his mother-in-law. He goes on to marry her daughter. Of course, I don't even think that her daughter even exists yet, even though she should. But the, the mental gymnastics.
So, they kiss. It served as a goodbye, but it was not romantic. It primarily worked as a distraction, so Elrond would hand her the pin. It's not what some hate-mongering people will try to make it.
Okay, you can say that. But of the entirety of this writing staff, the massive amounts of money this show has to make it, this is what they went with. Distant cousins, technically at this time supposed to be mother-in-law, kissing. That is what they went with. Do you know how much money this show takes to create? Their overpaid writing staff? And this is what they do? This is the best you could come up with? And then we see this person right here. If people can call kisses romantic because they feel like it, then I'm calling this one romantic. Are they cousins? Are they Sam, his mother-in-law? Not romantic in the slightest. It's on the head, and this is a goodbye for him. It's the end of the movie, the end of the third movie. He's going to the Grey Havens. He's going away. He's not going to see them again. So it makes more sense than this crap right here. So I came in with... there's another one. Where was it? Oh, yeah, hang on. I don't think it's even... She's Elrond's mother-in-law, and Tolkien would never write that. Yeah. So then they tried to equate it to this, the scene from which one was the second movie, I think? So basically Elrond kissed Galadriel to set her free while pretending to give up on her, saying sorry in advance, which is literally in reverse when Elizabeth kissed Jack to lock him up while pretending to stick up with him before saying not sorry for it. And then I said, yes, except they aren't distantly related and Elizabeth isn't his mother-in-law. Like, these characters have no relation. They are two separate individuals. They're not related. Nothing. They're not saying goodbye to one another in a, look how much we've been through kind of moment, like with, Frodo and Sam with a little kiss on the forehead. No, they are distantly related, and Galadriel is Elrond's mother-in-law. Again. Like, this is what they could come up with? They have Galadriel as, oh, look at me. I'm Mrs. Badass. I can take down 5, 6 Numenorians by myself. But she can't create an escape plan for herself in this. Really? This was what they thought of. Unnecessarily pointless. Galadriel is his mother-in-law. The series is so sad that it hurts. I'm not sure what kind of friends you have, but I don't kiss mine like that. She's his mother-in-law. There's that too. You don't know Italians very well. It's an Italian thing. Growing up, yeah, I got kissed all the time. I didn't want it. I should report every single one of them. There's nothing worse than going over to your grandparents' house, your grandma just on the lip. It's just like, so grandpa would do it, aunt would do it. It's an Italian thing. It's an Italian thing. I didn't see romantic at all. I know full-grown men who kiss their best. I don't know any dudes who are best friends who kiss each other on the lips. They smack each other's asses while they do it too. They could have hugged or found another way. This is just the showrunners pouring gasoline on the only viewers they still have. The tour shippers, creaming themselves for every possible disgusting pairing in the show. Elrond would have gutted him. Shut your Keiko. That's his mother-in-law. We get this, but like, you could get her a pin any number of ways. In fact, she doesn't have to be in jail. The showrunners put her there. Yeah, pretty much. A distraction? Did it have to be a kiss? How about a forehead touch? Ah, the doctor. Maybe it wasn't romance, but it was still weird. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Like, it didn't have to happen. It didn't have to happen. I get the idea. Still felt like brother and sister kissing. Kinda icky. Sweet home Alabama. Absolutely phenomenal level of cope. This is the kids' version of Dead Parrot sketch. Claiming this isn't romantic is insane. Yeah. Kissing isn't something done lightly in media, especially in a show that has been winking at shipping culture since the second season came out. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they get up, they talk about, like, the panels or whatever, they talk about shipping. You know, they get, I'm a member of the LGBT plus community. Are we going to see some representation in season 2? It's not, are we going to see a good story? It's, am I going to be represented on screen? This is what it is. Shipping and representation. They don't give a flying shit about Tolkien or his work. As Anatar said, I will repeat this to, I repeat that this too shall pass. Any TROP haters, because ew. She's Elrond's mother-in-law, and Tolkien wouldn't write that. Seemed pretty obvious, but like you said, people just can't enjoy things. Just, again, of the overly paid writing staff, that's what they went with a really unsettling kiss. Really, really. I bet you any one of these people who work on the show could be easily outdone by a real fan. I mean, again, they have no problem showing Galadriel as a badass. Look, she can take down 5-6 Numenorians in about 2 seconds. She can take down an ice troll in 10. And she somehow can't work her way out of this situation? Come on. Come on. Oh, wait. Okay, I will let it slide. Just like Elrond's tongue. This is a $1 trillion WB show. If this is how you say goodbye to your mother-in-law, I think you need to have a chat with your spouse. Oh, there was another one. There was a... saw the memes. It was a really... Opium times 10! Ah! Hang on. I think it's in one of the other ones that I was looking at. Missing, this was one of them. Missing elf, Celeborn, husband of Galadriel. If found, please contact Amazon Prime Video. Where was the other one? Kakarot, you see this shit? Yeah, I see it, Vegeta. Hey, Piccolo, you see this crap? Yeah, I'm looking right at it, Goku. Hey, Gohan, you see this? Yeah, I do, Mr. Piccolo. That is some messed up shit. Elrond makes out with his mother-in-law, Galadriel. With Celeborn watching them as a perverted. This is a totally new level of obscenity. This means mockery and complete disrespect for lore, for Tolkien, for audience. I'm pissed off, disgusted, offended, nauseated. This is the same level as lesbian bitches who use the Force for incestuous activities in Star Wars. Yeah. Again, I've said before, these are the same people. These people came out, Amazon was like, oh, we assure the fans that we are going to respect the works of J.R.R. Tolkien. We are going to respect the work and his lore and this world, this beautiful world that he's built. And instead you get distant cousins and his mother-in-law kissing her son-in-law. Even if it's like, oh, he's just passing her a pin so she can escape. Again, that's the best they could think of. I bet you anything. You put a child in that situation to where they need to think of a way for her to escape, they could probably think of a better way to escape. And it would be clever. And this scene came from an overly paid writing staff. And that's what they came out with. If you have kids, show them the situation that she's in and say, how would you get out in that situation? You're surrounded, or you've got like 2 guards or whatever. How would you escape in that situation? And make sure that the guards are taken out and you're able to escape. I bet you anything they could come up with something more clever. That's how freaking pathetic it is. And then they wonder why people are hating on the show. But, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're at the point where Elrond and Galadriel are, but yeah, it's just to escape. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The fact is, they went there, ruining the lore again. Well, John, what did you have to say about Galadriel and Gandalf in The Hobbit? Well, if I was making videos at that time, I would have called out that shit too. There's your answer. That is my answer to that. So, anyway, once again proving Rings of Power, the people behind it don't care about the lore. They don't care about the real fans. That their overly paid writing staff is sitting there thinking of what to write down, and this is what they thought they could come up with. This is the best. That's another thing. Is this what was chosen? Were there other options? I'd like to know what those options were. I'd like to know what those other options were. In one scene, he puts the pin around his penis, bends her over. It's like, no, 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 we have to someone keep it friendly. Oh. He puts the pin in between his fingers and gropes her, and then she's like, oh no, consent, and takes his hand away, and the pin is there. No, 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 it has to be they kiss? Yeah? Okay, they kiss. Okay, is there gonna be tongue? No tongue, but they're gonna kiss. You know what it's gonna be like? It's gonna be like that scene in Austin Powers. You know, in Goldmember with Dr. Evil, he's in the cell in quarantine, and Frau comes in there, and they're like, blah, 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 and then he pulls out the key. It'll be just like that, except Lord of the Rings. My God, that's brilliant. Write it down now. The fans are gonna love it. Meanwhile, the fans. Anyway, but yeah. Actually, let's test the theory. What would you guys have done? How would you write that scene? Galadriel's in jail or wherever she is. She has to escape. How would you handle that situation without having freaking Elrond and Galadriel kiss? It's easy, John. Cancel the show. She gets out of everything. Anyway, that's gonna do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.